Hello everybody, this is the little cherry landscape that I put together. I think it was last year, or was it the year before? Oh, you'll need to go back and check the playlist to find that out. Today it's the 26th of June, and as I've said before, the advice for pruning stone fruit is never to prune in the winter time, always to prune in the summer when the tree is growing strongly, because of a disease called silver leaf, which can be fatal to stone fruits. And so today's the day I've decided I'm going to trim back all of this new growth, and I'm going to lose this lowest branch, which has bothered me from the beginning. Is I've been in two minds about whether it was too low, and I've now made the decision that yes, it's too low. I'm going to lose it, and I'm going to lose it first of all before I lose my nerve. Okay, so that's left a bit of a scar under there, but that will heal over and won't be noticed, and hopefully we won't get any silver leaf in it. But I think that changes the silhouette of the tree slightly, raises it up, makes it look a slightly more grown-up tree. I don't know how else to describe that. Let me know in the comments if what I'm saying makes any sense. Does it make any more sense that I'm calling it a more grown-up tree now? Yeah, let me know in the comments. So other than that, I'm just going to whip round, trim back some of these growing tips, bring back the silhouette back to a outward facing bud, of course, but I just want to bring the tree back in because we're getting a lot of lanky straight growths, and hopefully the tree will have enough time to throw out another bunch of shoots, a bit more twiggy, and I will still get some flower on it next year. Always a bit of a gamble, but I should be doing this early enough that I will get flower. It was gorgeous this year. Okay, so I may have to trim a few other bits if they grow out of proportion, but I'm quite happy now with the overall kind of outline shape of the tree. Missed a shoot there, and yeah, I think it's got some character. Just get rid of these couple of little suckers that are coming up from the root base. And that branch is growing into that branch, so shorten that off. There we go. So yeah, a couple of years, and I think it's looking quite nice. Let's give you a little twirl. I should have wet these rocks. They turn a jet black. And they always look nicer for it. Got a bit of water here. They always look nicer when they're wet. There we go. It's the 8th of June today. Back with the cherry landscape, and it's thrown out some new shoots again. So I am just going to nip them back as I did before, just to try and persuade it to shoot out some more. Don't want to take off too much, and I don't want to lose next year's flowers, but obviously I do want ramification to increase year on year on year, It's definitely better with that lower branch, which was there, removed. Okay, so as you can see, in some instances I'm just literally taking off the growing tip, so only leaving small wounds as well, so we don't want disease to get in, as cherries are wont. June 17th, and this tree is really shooting out, putting out lots and lots of new growths, and I'm just going to be pinching the tips. I don't want it to get, in terms of an overall size and broom style, I don't really want it to be any bigger than this, so I'm just taking out these tips so that these don't elongate any further, and that way I hope it will throw out a few more. I hope I'm not losing any flowers for next year. I just don't want to leave it too late in the season to do any pruning work, because they do flower on old wood, as it were, next year's flowers and this year's growth, and this year's growth has to have time to grow and ripen fully to flower next year. So, also of course, being a stone fruit, there's the concern of silver leaf if you prune while the tree is dormant, which is a fungal disease that gets into wounds while the tree is dormant and can be fatal. It'll kill a full-grown cherry over a number of years, but probably do away with a bonsai in a season, so definitely don't want that. Thank you very much. Okay, so that's that. I think I got them all. At the risk of repeating myself, I will soon see if any sort of throw themselves out of the silhouette that I'm creating, and then I can pinch them back then. 9th of July, and this little cherry and rock landscape continues to grow away. Got a sucker coming up off the base here, so we'll remove that, and then it's just a question of trimming back these growths. I'll be careful I don't trim away potential flowers for next year, but at the same time, if I leave it, it's going to get completely out of proportion in terms of these long straight growths. So it's a compromise. I'm hoping I leave enough time from its final pruning this year, which who knows when that will be, if it continues to grow. But yeah, from its final pruning last year to its spring flowering time, I'm hoping that I can give it sufficient time to form flower buds. But there we are. So I'm very pleased with it. It has a nice form and feels quite natural. There's a branch here that cuts across though, so I'm going to take that out, and another one in behind. So if I take those two out, that's better. Yeah, much better. It's the 9th of August now, and I've been pinching out this beautiful little cherry landscape regularly, and I'm going to end the video here, and I'm just going to risk of just more repeating myself on the pinching side, but I'm not going to do much more to this tree. I'm hoping it's going to settle, and then hopefully I'll be able to make a video of it in the spring covered in gorgeous cherry blossom. Thank you so much for watching. Please do take care of yourselves, everybody. Stay safe.